And we're live. Okay. Welcome back, shitlords, for yet another dramatic reading. I am joined by Batman and the notorious Max Sand.
Hello.
Alright, so we're going to get this little shindig off to this
We are
flying
gathered
start.
here today to do a dramatic rereading of two of the worst people in this whole Gamergate business. I'm going to turn this over to Craig, aka Kermit the Frog. Enjoy!
Why, thank you. Alright, so our first little delicious tale comes from Randy the Blue Whale Harper. And allow me to pull this up for you. So, buckle up, kiddies. This is going to be fun. The Script Kitty, formerly known as Free Willy 4, by Randy the Blue Whale Harper. Parodied, of course, by the notorious Max Sand. Stunning and brave. Hashtag Whale Lives Matter. So, I've been trying to publish this post for 5 months. It's been sitting in my queue, much like on her ass, and I've been too worried about fallout to publish it. Despite the support of friends familiar with the situation, it is hard to deal with mean words on the internet. But I'm not going to enter 2016, the current year, knowing that I was too scared to do something. I am a strong, independent Blue Orca. So here it is. This post is something I haven't wanted to write. It's been simmering on the back burner because it's a distraction from my work. It's not something I wanted to spend my time thinking about, and I'm still processing what happened, and I've still got some feelings. Some, I think, is quite the understatement. Please note that my views on this situation are very skewed from what actually happened. When a big fish writes a post about why it stopped associating with its open source project, people won't remember what scandal when they think of that project. Yes, I use the word scandal here to try and add some level of meaning to nothing. But it'll be associated with the name forever. I'm hoping I've built up enough of a name as Freely 4 with other things that this won't happen to me. But it's still scary. Soon I have to go to Hollywood to start the filming of the new movie. But keep that quiet for the fans. I'm telling you all of this because I want to get across the point that this isn't done out of malice. This is done out of an overbloated sense of feeling salty. I hate not getting my way. I fully know what is going to happen. I am telling you my story because I've been watching people leave the community, and many Freely 4 community members are telling them to come on over because they aren't aware that Freely 4 has problems of its own. And to layer many factually incorrect statements in my story on top of each other in an effort to distract you from my true motives. There are only a handful of women in the entire Freely 4 community, and I wasn't going to sit quietly and pretend there weren't problems just so they could increase those numbers. As strong female orca, I have a job to stand up for women's rights on the net and provide them a safe space from all the harassment. My stomach. I've been getting. Stop it. I've been getting ready for Freely 4 since about 2001. Eating twice my weight 5 times a day isn't an easy task. But playing the main role of a beloved movie series isn't easy either. I was a senior marketing agent, and as soon as I started working with the director, I fell in love with the movie. Shortly thereafter, I flew across the country to go to the Freely anniversary party, where I met so many of the actors and made many good friends. Everyone was friendly and awesome, and I had found my home. I joined the private acting and production IRC channel, despite not being an actor at that point. and I hung out, listened, and learned. Learn more, new fag! I went to most of the Freeway 4 events and joined the actors party, once again not being an actor. I loved the acting community. Oh, the irony. I was a strong advocate for Freeway 4. In late 2003, I started using the name Freeway 4. I later joined the Freeway 4 marketing team because I wanted to do something with the project, but I didn't know where to get started with the project. At that point in time, I helped the project, again, the project, by watching what was happening in the acting and development channel to keep an eye on where the project was going and communicating some parts of that to the outside world when I was asked questions on social media, at the Freely 4 booth, at various Hollywood conventions, etc. I was good at this, but I still wanted to be an actor. So
Oh,
sad. I feel the story is going to go downhill. Well, maybe belly up. Eventually, with the help of the acting community answering some of my basic questions, and with Colin reviewing my skills, Colin, rather, I finally found my place in the project. I was still a senior marketing person, but I got really angry because I couldn't get cleared to be the main character for Free Willy 4 because I was not fat enough yet. This seemed so easy. So I drank some scotch, probably too much scotch, definitely too much scotch, and I started taking binge eating a lot. I didn't really know how much or for how long to do this for, but I figured it would all work out. I decided to try my hand at public speaking, so I gave my first talk ever at a Free 4 marketing event. It was terrible. It was about saving the whales. But I made the rookie mistake of doing a live demo, and of course, my home movie wouldn't play. Learn to code yourself! I was given an acting bit and still being mentored by Colin. That's how the process for Freely 4 works. He would review my skills and approve it. I continued contributing for a while, but life and work got in the way. Mostly life and the things I have to do around it. Calling out harassment on Twitter was my second job, and boy, is it tough. I continued to be a part of the community, but in a smaller way. That's strange. I couldn't spend a lot of time acting in the acting channel. I still made it to some Freely 4 events when I could. I stayed in touch with most of my friends in the project. I still kept track of what was happening in the project because my name is still Freely 4, and people often come to me for help. This year, I decided to submit a proposal.
BSD is supposed to be Free Willy 4.
I decided to submit a proposal to Freely 4 to speak again. This time about online harassment. And here we go! A few people in the project have been asking me for a while to do a talk on diversity.
Oh!
And online harassment is related to the lack of diversity in open waters. I came to the conference, saw a bunch of friends, gave my talk, and had a blast. Life was good. Life was fat. I was happy to see quite a few familiar faces from the project there and listening. It was a difficult talk to give because it was in front of so many of my friends. Being scared they would see through my lies. I talked about all the shit that had happened with this Gamergate nonsense. Gamergate is consumer revolt for ethical journalism, game development practices, and against social justice culture, of which I am a part of. I cried, and I am really not a person that cries often enough. Seriously, like, I see mean tweets, and instead of crying, I yell misogyny, harassment, sexism, or did I say it? The patriarchy. It was boring, but well received, and I left the Free Willy 4 event feeling hopeful for the future. This is where the story gets bad.
Oh, snap.
So bad. Terrible. A Freely 4 donator started going off on me on Twitter. He wasn't at my talk and I didn't know him. I only knew he was associated with Freely 4 because of his bio. He was fairly new to the community and had only been a contributor for the past year. Normally, I'll just block people who bother me on Twitter. Freely 4 has come under fire a lot from Gamergate, mainly in the form of email harassment campaigns, tank trainings, and I knew they would see this guy's activity as proof that they were winning, which would result in them sending more emails. I couldn't stand the thought of them thinking they were winning. Only I and those who agree with me 100% are allowed to win. I was pissed. He was claiming that no one harassed me. Truth. Except for people making fun of her for false claims of harassment. Gamergate crap that gets thrown at me. I looked at his timeline to get a feel for what his deal was, and I saw that he was talking quite a bit to the Breitbart reporter who had been stalking me, as well as Rouge V, whose current claim to fame is his campaign to legalize rape.
Yes, both of those last two statements are the truth. Just listen and believe. Listen and believe. Listen and believe. Listen and believe.
Wait, what was I saying? Gamergate hopped onto all of this. A Freeway 4 supporter bragged about people like the Salt Retort following him. He went on Facebook to brag about how many new followers he was getting and how terrible of a person I am. Not far from the truth, though I have to admit. He then started threatening me on Twitter. It is the end of the world, folks. Someone got a threat on the internet. He said he was going to ruin my life.
Oh no! Why?
Okay, whatever, dude. I could block him since that is what I do best.
Indeed.
But when he publicly posted logs of me talking in the only place where I really felt safe, Freely for a private acting IRC channel, it became a violation of my home and privacy.
Oh, so bad.
Yes, I know how stupid that statement sounds, because it is, but bear with me. He was representing himself as part of the project, so I reached out to the Freely 4 Foundation. They suggested I contact a support group about my feelings. Those bastards. How dare they undermine my harassment? I sent the support group a long email detailing the encounter. I just described the meaningless Twitter spat as rape. Very upsetting rape. With archived copies of this supporter threatening me, talking to the reporter who has been stalking me, and more. The support group responded, more or less saying that they were looking into the issue and asking what I would like them to do. I detailed 3 steps. First, they needed to create a code of conduct. Many codes of conduct. I provided links to other codes of conduct as examples. Most of them were written by me. Second, I wanted Freely 4 to make a general public statement because this was now a very public thing that was happening, saying that they were looking into it, and that they were committed to being a diverse and inclusive environment that does not tolerate harassment of me. This seemed pretty generic and benign. Last, I wanted this developer removed from the project in the IRC channel. It was clear that this guy had a problem with whales like me. He was also harassing a trans woman, trans species woman that is, who was starting to get involved with the project. It wasn't a good look for free BSD whales, and it needed to be treated seriously.
Serial.
Super serial. The support group responded, saying that they were working on an updated code of conduct, but their hands were tied by me, and that I was taking this whole situation a bit too seriously. They weren't willing to take action and threats because they didn't happen on the mailing list, despite them happening in a venue where the supporter publicly identified himself as a member of the project. One that I pointed out constantly and then emailed out on the mailing list. Why the fuck aren't they looking at the mailing list? They asked me to stop talking to them with the mailing list, I had blocked him early on, so this wasn't a problem. And they said the abuse was dying down, so things should be fine going forward. It's almost like that thing with blocking worked. In truth, the little abuse I received was trivial and thus quoted. Had stopped only an hour after it first started. But I saw the 23 tweets that amplified it to 1023, which amplified it into the millions because I can't count binary like I tried to, spanning many days. The next communication from the support group asked me to stop talking about this publicly because they had logic and reason. They told me to tell everyone it was being solved through private mediation, like blocking, and that the problem committer was on vacation for a week, so not near a computer, so they didn't want to do anything about it until he got back, when it would matter. For that entire week, the supporter was still on Twitter, still posting garbage, still going on his friends to harass me.
It's not easy being blue.
Nope. Apparently.
I was on Reddit.
And I had to stop checking my Reddit messages, privileges, and so forth, because all of his friends kept mentioning my username. Yes, all 8 messages I received in my head looked like 18 million, so I closed Reddit. All of it. He was feeding Gamergate factually correct information about everything that was happening, as well as creating threads on r4 about the situation. How much of an asshole do you have to be to tell the truth when I'm busting my ass to lie? Meanwhile, I'm still there screaming harassment left and right on Twitter, getting laughed at because it was over, and it had been over. I'm sorry, I have to collect myself there. I had
I
talked to
would
someone
too.
from the Free Willy 4 Foundation earlier on the phone about what was happening. During that same conversation, they actually said, maybe you should be nicer. Literally said that to me. It was almost as if they were giving me constructive criticism. Remember to use hashtag Real Lives Matter. After this person had witnessed my talk and seen all the shit that had happened in the past year, I was tone policed by the Free Willy 4 Foundation. He had seen through my lies, and it pissed me off. During that phone conversation, I had told them that I was planning on switching my private and public Twitter handles. My public account had always been Free Willy 4, but it felt like a reference to an earlier time in my life. I had been focusing exclusively on the problems around online harassment, which I have spent a long time peddling as women's issues with no luck and tons of laughter and memes thrown in my face. And the branding just didn't fit anymore. Not quite enough whale's vagina. I also hoped that in changing my username, I could reduce the collateral damage to the project. I had been planning on doing that later this year, and I had planned this even before the harassment community had started. I had been planning this for years and years and years. A week later, I received an email from this person threatening to involve the Free Willy 4 Foundation lawyers if I didn't change my username immediately. They tried to pass it off as a trademark infringement by pointing me at Section 3 of their Trademark Usage and Terms Conditions.
Holy shit.
If we grant you permission to use the marks, your use of the marks must always be fully and cleanly reproduced, and you may not incorporate any of our marks into the trademark, service mark, logos, name of your business, project, organization, or username, unless you have the express prior written commission of the foundation. I must have really messed up for them to want me gone. I called the director of the movie only to find out I had been terminated for the project and they found a new replacement. This infuriated me. How could they not see what my mind was making up as I go? How could they ignore it like it didn't exist? I continued to argue with the director, begging and pleading to stay on, but with no level of success. They wanted nothing to do with me. They stopped communicating with me. I had to keep poking him to ask what the status was of him getting back from his vacation. Eventually, I got back the reply. He quit.
Dun, dun.
Hello. Which is far from a proper resolution to everything that I had to endure from him. Again, he harassed me for a full hour. Life in prison is acceptable, but anything less is too lenient.
Oh.
Free Willy 4 didn't take a stand against harassment. Despite private messages from many developers, there was no public support stating that they condemned these actions. A lot of actors didn't know what was happening. Just that one of the few women in the project was mad at another developer, and he quit.
Oh.
It looked like the bullying was coming from my end.
Oh,
In
really?
reality, it was majoritarily my fault. But saying that goes against my ambition to control everything. They later published a code of conduct, which went so far as to use the term meritocracy, and didn't make a clear distinction between code mediation and responding to abuse. The Free Willy 4 community has ways to handle code disputes. This is what happens when minorities aren't brought into the discussion. Yes, I just tried to pass off myself as a minority, even though I'm quite large. And I'm quite serious. Women count as a minority despite not having the same legal rights as men. Not only have the same legal rights as men, even more so, actually. But the fact that there are statistically more women in the world than men. At Free Willy 4 management, the rules aren't decided upon by the community, but by the director and the production crew, and we mention constantly. And in leaving the most unrepresented members of the community out of the process, they missed obvious problems, like my immense weight. After 12 years, I
Holy
left
shit.
the acting IRC channel
Oh,
and,
that was good.
and will not be going back to any Free Willy conferences or participating in the community going forward. I remain friends with many people involved with the project, but the Free Willy stuff no longer feels like my home. The ocean will always be my home.
The ocean. I forgot I wrote that.
That was a big wall of text. So let's break this down into the essential problems so hopefully your project, and maybe Free Willy 4, who knows, cannot make the same mistakes, like I did by eating 5 times my own weight thrice daily.
Right.
1. When someone is getting harassed by another person in the project, don't treat this like you had a technical conflict. Just inform the salty individual that it is okay. 2. Don't allow social justice drama queens, hey, like me, to push extreme codes of conduct. 3. Publicly stand behind the everyone in your community, or eventually they will leave and write a post just like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why whales are an endangered species. They annoy people to the point where they become whalers, who hunt them down and harvest them for a profit. Donate to the Free Willy 4 campaign today, where Zoe Quinn will be Free Willy, aka the Gamergate movie. An homage, if you will. R is for radical because of my views. A is for angry because you don't have a clue. N is for nasty since my color is blue. D is for doctor, which I need 1. I is for idiot since I can't have fun. H is for hairy, like my gorilla ass back. A is for average, my high bar in the sack. R is for rape culture, which I wish to epitomize. P is for pastry. Now let me reprise. E is for every word that plays my blue dice stains. R is for repugnant, a lofty word of praise. My name is Randy Harper, and I'd like to say...
Get blocked.
Get blocked.
I can't believe it.
Still sad I was kicked out. That is a heartbreak that will probably never go away. This is good. So, a disclaimer, folks. Max Sand, Gamergate, Green Grapus, Blue Chat, or any other YouTube group or entity are not responsible for the deranged article parodying by the notorious Max Sand.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
This parody is of the highest ethical magnitude and is hereby deemed legit by his lordship. Signed, Master 69 Swagenstein.
Seriously, who the fuck are you? Does anyone know who
One
the
complete.
is?
Fuck if I know. Alright, that is the first story for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed. We're going to have a brief intermission where we laugh our asses off.
Yeah, Craig's been holding that in for about 20 minutes. If you couldn't tell, the reason he kept pausing is because it was tough. He had to go through that shit with the serious
It's
face.
like holding in a huge sneeze.
Oh, man.
Fucking
Oh my god.
This is... Don't worry, guys. Next up, we have John Flynn, a.k.a. the Woo train is coming with her
Literally
fucking...
woo. Yeah.
Her,
As
her
we
name-
said, this
Nope.
is about literally Jonah and the giant blue whale.
Sorry, how is this not Christianity?
It isn't. It was never about Christianity, Sargon. It was never.
I'm honoured.
I'm sorry, Beach. I was having a bite of steak. That was delicious. Oh, and some scotch. Yeah. All right. Let's move on with the story, children.
Oh boy.
A preview. This is an open letter or something to literally who? This is by Brianna Wu of the Wu-Tang Clan. Parodied by the Notorious Max Sand, Xenomancer, and John Kelly.
Dun dun dun. Yes, the dope fish helped. She may not have known it. But
Otherwise known as John Kelly Rose, the Dopefish, baddest panda on the internets.
And that picture is
Is this like a shrieking heron or what?
no, that's you know who.
Okay, that's
his
a kind
own-
of bird. Never mind. This is just Brianna Wu.
Yeah, that's Brianna Wu.
And now we go on with the show.
Wow.
One of the most important skills for a no-talent software engineer is a strong word, is the ability to examine your assumptions and verify that they are correct. I believe Gamergate's underlying assumption that fact-checking my lies has tactical value for your cause is working perfectly. It has already begun to turn my fellow social justice warriors against me. Why are you continuing to harangue me on Twitter, through email, through doxing me, through spreading malicious rumors about me, and through hostile threads on KIA? What is the point? What does this accomplish for you?
Trolling easily offended people like yourself is so very entertaining. What emails? Really? Do tell. And what doxes? And that's 7 X's. That's quite dox. And the only rumors I hear are factually proven. KIA is cancerous. Your each and every point of contention is as empty as her claims of harassment.
Oh, you hear that, folks?
Oh,
Kermit the Frog just fucked every single thing Brianna Wu has ever claimed in one foul swoop. Correct.
It's a question worth thinking about, because it seems completely at odds with the things you state that you believe, such as developers should be free to ship games without censorship. It doesn't seem logically consistent to rally to defend games like Dead or Alive from a few stray feminist tweets while organizing efforts to harass me and my employees. Seeing as, unfortunately, John is not here to do his part, I'm sorry, John, we'll just have to have someone else read this.
Hey, Batman, You want to do it?
Batman, would you like to have a part?
Are you suggesting that all the hypocritical things you have done that you are actually ethical? Now that is just the icing on the cake. Verla will have a field day with this.
I would probably use the word hypocrisy.
As would I. What a hypocritical cunt. If you can find one.
I'd like to tell you what my current career objectives and intentions are in regards to Gamergate. That is a kind of ant and not a hashtag. Anyway, if you look at what I tweet and speak on publicly, the vast majority of it is about working conditions within the tech industry. I believe there is obvious rampant sexual discrimination and unconscious bias, because I like to bang my head on my desk. Generally speaking, Anita focuses on the output of her field, which comes out through the sewers. And I am more concerned with the input side, because I like lettuce. Oh, please, do go on.
Thank you, Lord Popo.
I fucked that up royally. A while back, I realized the futility of using my public presence to discuss ants. It seemed to follow a pattern. I would post a terrible example of Gamergate behavior. I know those ants just eat everything. And he would strike back at me like a swarm. It became an endless war of attrition, where the cost was dignity, mental effort, and happiness, as well as some sugar.
Well, I am happy to meme on you. The kiddies in Gamergate are too. You seem to be the only one unhappy here, Mr. John Flint.
Oh, that's it. All right. Oh, you look nervous. Is it the scars?
Probably the scars. Plainly stated, discrediting Gamergate, you can't discredit a species, is currently a tertiary mission objective at best. Building my company and improving diversity in the industry are my primary mission objectives. When I made my list of career objectives for 2016, the current year, none of them had anything to do with ants. I do not spend time attacking ant figures because it would have no tactical value. Yeah, I can agree. Mercedes, Oliver, C.H. Summers, Ralph. You corrected her spelling of Summers. That's
I
very
did.
nice of you.
And Mercedes, she misspelled Mercedes. Yes, folks, she actually misspelled Mercedes' name.
It's a fucking car brand, batshit.
I know.
Get your stuff together. No, not you. It's her.
No, like, that's one of the only things I fucking spell corrected. If you notice, she clearly fucked up the word Gamergate several times by not adding a capital G on the second end.
You see, Gamergate with a lowercase second G would be a species of ant.
Yep.
As per that Gamergate Twitter account. If you'd like to know some ant facts, you can go follow it. I think they are spectacularly wrong, as is your spelling, but it makes more sense to focus on other things. Yesterday, I saw a KIA thread I thought was spectacularly racist. But rather than draw up public anger about it, I spent the day doing engineering instead.
Listen, Brianna, you can say the opposite of what you're doing while we call you out all you want, but I think you are missing my point. Insert 5 minutes of never getting to the point.
Ethics, ethics, ethics. Nope, no John Kelly. Strange.
There we go.
Everyone at my company is terrified of the ant harassment we know is inevitable when we release Rev 60 in the coming weeks. When the game is reviewed, I expect lots of Gamergate personal attacks in the comments. I expect to be doxxed with only 2 X's. That's not so bad. I expect to have more malicious rumors happen. I expect a new wave of death and rape threats in this pitchfork. So, why so serious? We'll have to find out further. But What would the value be in doing this? Dude, have you seen the pitchfork? It looks lovely. Maybe you think my game sucks. It sucks. Maybe you don't like the graphics. They're terrible. But what does it have to do with ants? If you really believe that censorship is a problem, it's time to demonstrate it with your actions. I have
Do it.
no wish to continue to be the Batman to your Joker.
Batman.
You are not me.
Gamergate can only aspire to be me. Why so serious?
I would love to spend the next month doing press for Rev 60's release, like any developer releasing a game would, instead of fixing all the bugs that have stolen it. I fear that I fear that dealing with ants and attacks is going to derail that effort and will become the story rather than my game.
Oh.
This is not an outcome I desire. I desire money. In fact, one of my biggest career fears is I will continue to be primarily known as a feminist and not a game dev because I haven't devved any games. Even if you don't like me or my politics,
We don't.
have nothing to do with any of that. They just work for me. And no one else, if you've seen any of their careers go down the shitter. I hope you'll leave them out of your actions in the coming weeks.
Shitlords and trolls, I am proud to announce the cancer is over. This article is the most ethical nature possible and is deemed legit by his lordship, signed, Master 69 Swagenstein.
Okay, seriously, who the fuck are you? Anybody, I want all of you shitlords to find out who this Master 69 butt fucker is.
Oh, look, some comments. All by Anonymous, so they must be trolls. What the fuck, really? You would make yourself look like the victim in all this?
My eyes!
You are obviously a gator here to troll Brianna. Seriously, you people need to stop being the inhuman scum you are. Stop harassing women. Can I interest you in some ice for that case of butthurt? About the level of intelligence I expect from Mr. John Flint. Fuck proper pronouns. Hear that, Zoe Tur? Fuck proper pronouns. Because those are the only things you can get a date with.
Oh.
That said, I'm probably still getting sued by Mr. Shapiro for that one. All right, that concludes story time tonight, children. We're going to open this up into a open house of sorts. You're welcome to come on. We'll throw the hangout thing into the chat.
Yeah.
And just don't fuck it up for everyone else. That's the only request I have. On in, shitlords.
How many people were even watching?
8.
8. Oh, awesome. Drop the hangout link in the Green Grapist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me go ahead and drop that there.
Probably help.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, apparently people have been bitching in Skype.
Holy fuck.
What's up, homos?
Hey, it's Nick.
Told you I'd come and watch this shit.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is your review?
Oh, did you guys like write those articles yourself?
No, we took the articles of both Zoe Quinn and Randy Harper, and I fluffed them up, and then Craig did some editing too.
Well, that should speak for itself. The fact that I can't tell if they were real or not.
There's bunches of paragraphs that are by them, but almost every paragraph that they wrote themselves, I put some type of sly remark or change of what they were saying to make them look even more retarded than they actually are.
The fact that it causes me confusion just speaks to the fact of how shitty they are at writing. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable.
If you were to read the original version that I had to like slug through both of them, you'd shoot yourself.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
it's JJ.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
So, JJ has her mic muted.
Yeah, okay. Sarge just said I look like an alien.
No, you don't.
Maybe.
You look like
Well,
He said I have 4 eyes.
no. You look like
no, that's the booze.
I was gonna
No,
say,
you-
I think he's being dumb.
you look like Sarge's girlfriend getting ready for bed.
That doesn't count.
She's shaking her
He
head.
has 4 eyes, 1 mouth, and 2 noses. Don't
I
believe
have
her.
1 nose and 2 eyes. Come on.
She is an alien. Haven't you ever seen the show V?
Yeah, I have.
Hey.
Listen, don't believe her
Hello.
lies.
You're both drunk as fuck, aren't you? Well, I can already hear
Oh,
the
I have headphones in. Oops, I
Sarge.
forgot.
I can hear the creaking tonight.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Is that Johnny Fox show?
No, that's fucking Oz.
Is that Oz?
Yes, that's Oz.
Who the fuck is that Johnny Fox show?
It's the Wizard of Oz.
It is
You're
the
the
Wizard of Oz.
wizard.
Always up.
Know
Yes.
Oz's
Everybody,
favorite little wizard.
JJ is way too drunk to be on his stream, so we can only be
I'm
here.
not drunk.
Oh, you should definitely cut her off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Oppressor.
Water for you.
Good idea.
You have alcohol. You get water.
What is he talking about?
He's talking
Sarge
about
is
JJ.
oppressing.
Quick. Run. He still can.
I hope you forgive me last time.
What was that?
That's her laughing her ass off through a mouthful of water.
I'm assuming his ass is on the floor.
probably.
He just knocked his laptop on the floor.
That was your fault.
And he got gum stuck to it.
Dumbass. Alright, Oz is in the house too. What's up, man?
Not much. Boiling. How's it going for you guys?
Not bad. Oh, how'd you like story time? Did you
That was
enjoy
a pretty
it?
good show. You should definitely do it again.
We will.
Yes, you certainly.
Just gotta wait
Pay
for
me stuff for that shit.
some articles.
Just
But
like
it's a-
just going to Salon. Just go on Salon and grab that shit.
Yeah, really. Just swear every fucking hour over there.
Do you have the stream thingy?
What stream thing?
The
Public
live
part?
thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one thing. In the chat. Is that the one you're looking for?
You.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
Yarg.
Yarg. So, Bats,
Yes.
was this suitably list faggotry for you?
A little bit.
Good.
I got a smile on my face, as you can tell. See?
Faggot.
I'm just worried for Sarge's liver right now.
Oh, yeah, no, me too. He's like fucking making no sense. He said he went to get me some water.
You're thirsty. You need some water. You're
Did you get
thirsty.
alcohol?
No, we better hold,
Give it to me.
He said,
we better hold on to tofu.
he said, I went to get you some water, and then he got gum on his PC.
It's not
Sorry, on his
water, and if
laptop.
you start puking, I'm fucking throwing you away. Like,
I'm not puking. I'm hungry.
you're hungry?
Yes.
I can see him in the reflection.
Yeah, don't. God damn it.
Why does
Which channel are we on?
We're not. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh fuck.
We're doing it live.
Which channel are we on?
Green Grapus?
Don't do that.
Hi, everybody. Green Grapus?
Yeah.
That sounds like a rape joke. And listen, false rape accusation jokes
Are you kidding?
are very offensive to me.
No, we're a wine tasting
will
group.
not
They're
accept
hilarious. They're hilarious.
My name is Sarita Sarkeesian Wu.
I like I like what that said. Sorry, shut the fuck up. We're a wine tasting group.
Don't you want to know more about wine? Come on.
Damn.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
Sarge's gonna get on his laptop, but then he got high. He wasn't gonna drop that shit, but then he got high. Now he's got a gun on his laptop, and I know why.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
Fucking idiot.
So, how's the chat?
Yeah, chat. Questions, comments, snide remarks.
Now is the best time to ask Sarge a question.
Rodline has the munchies. Yeah, hashtag ask Sarge's lazy ass. It's okay, they're over on the couch now because the laptop's on the bed. It's like Thanksgiving. Oh, man. Easy, what's up? You have a question? You're going to share it with the rest of the class?
This is like your
Movie
one
theater.
chance.
Movie theater. Butter popcorn or cheese flavored popcorn?
Things.
Stage.
Cheese.
Yes.
Queso.
I go with butter.
Fuck your butter.
What are we talking about?
Which one do you like? Butter popcorn or cheese flavored popcorn?
I like to put sriracha sauce on my popcorn.
That's just fucking weird.
What the fuck?
Sarge, Craig called me weird. Come make a 4-hour live stream about him.
Wait, we just got done with one of those. Didn't you tell that was all a metaphor?
I was making fun of Sarge for being a white knight.
No, that was all a metaphor. Couldn't you tell?
I have a bottle of water right here.
Yeah, but it's almost empty. You need more water, clearly.
He's looking after for you.
Sarge is white.
And, well, he was in the army, which I guess classically would... God damn it, Nick.
God damn it, Napa. So what was the stream about again?
This was just a dramatic reading.
Why don't you let Sarge tell you what it is about?
We're talking about the colonization of Gamergate into the technology field of blue-haired feminism.
Mm.
Okay. How does that explain Batwoo?
Okay,
Batwoo is explained if you look at the chronological order of Frank Miller versus Jack Kirby.
Okay.
So, what I can tell is Gamergaters are jerking off blue-haired feminists.
I mean, that's one word for it, but, I mean...
Are you jerking off my hair?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Go with wanking off, or I don't know, with
wanking.
stroking off, choking off. Oh no, that only goes with chicken, doesn't it?
choke their chicken?
Oh my fucking god. I almost sniffed in scotch to try to overcome that one. I'm sorry. It feels good. Woke my ass up.
Yeah,
I have
if you
questions for Sarge. Go ahead.
If you wanted to ask Sarge anything and get a completely honest answer or learn all his dark secrets right now, it would be a good time.
Yep. I am ready. I have the formula in my head. You can
I got a
ask.
question. Cage match. Who will win? Bewildered Rape or Eldest?
Eldest. Because Bewildered Rape is unfortunately a monkey, while Eldest is an autistic human, so therefore he has an advantage.
He has retard strength, doesn't he?
Colonel Eldest is still a fucking human, even if he is really, really, really fucking retarded. Whereas
Hey!
Bewildered
Don't say that word!
Bewildered Ape is unfortunately just a
that word.
primitive monkey.
So JJ,
He is sniffing up the undies of some YouTube feminists.
the word retarded has a scientific meaning, and not just in the psychological fields. There, it could be they're literally slowing down the very fabric of reality.
Yeah, you stupid YouTube feminist. Why don't you understand the word retarded? I bet Bewildered would own you on some shit, wouldn't he? This fucker. She doesn't understand shit. Tildir fucking owned her on some stupid stuff that already.
Yeah, how do you feel about Tildir?
Tildir chromosomes or something.
I saw on Twitter that JJ wanted to, or no, not on Twitter, on a stream chat thingy,
Serious,
that
man?
JJ wanted to fuck Tildir.
Fuck.
Whoa, Sarge!
Serious, man.
Sarge was on my computer and typed that.
That was
That was
all
just kids,
You
man.
throws
Kids
me under the
today.
bus. It was all her.
Was it a short bus?
It was all JJ.
Thank you.
Every bus Sarge is near is a short bus.
JJ wants to ride his aunt.
JJ wants to grab his antlers and ride his blue dick. Sorry, green, right?
Yes, there you go.
JJ wants to ride his teal deer.
Wow.
Stop.
All right. Nancy Katz has another question for you. If you could kill one person on this planet with absolutely no repercussions whatsoever, who would it be, and what weapon would you use?
Oh, yeah, that's your question. Did you listen or did you not listen?
No, I didn't listen. What was the question?
Say about active listening? Okay.
I don't know what active listening is, but
All
go
right,
ahead with the
let's
question.
go ahead and dramatically read this, you flying faggot.
Who's the point?
He's flying?
He's flying high right now. If you could kill one person on this planet with absolutely no repercussions whatsoever, who would it be and what weapon would you use?
There's your answer.
You would kill Smartwater?
He
What
killed
would you
me
use?
with a water bottle. Thanks.
Sarge, stop jacking off.
I would kill JJ with a smart water bottle.
He might kill you too with a Smartwater bottle. Let's see. If I donate to some waitresses, will JJ shave her head?
JJ, will you shave your head if he donates to a bunch of waitresses?
That's not what the question says.
Well, it's my question.
That's not your question. It's their question. No, I don't think I'd probably cry if someone shaved my head. How would you feel if I shaved my head?
Does JJ like it in the bum bum?
Look at my head. My head's beautiful.
Okay, I'm sure
What
it
the
did.
fuck?
I have beautiful hair. Fuck you, Max. Max, you're the kind of autist that would be a chanter that would make fun of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my god. Gray, thank you. Welcome. You're muted.
Does JJ like it in the bum bum? What is the next question?
Only if it's Dick Coughlin.
If it's Dick Coughlin,
Be
this
careful
is
now.
opportunity.
Aldous might cut that
JJ
into a
has
stream.
offered to take in the bum bum on live stream. If you are going to be the person providing her the dick for her bum bum,
Sarge, that was exceptionally charming.
I am the most.
I'm the most charming.
Sarge is the charming.
I'm 93 charming man.
You're 93
So,
charming men.
you're so.
So when you two go at it,
What
do
are
you
his
train
charming levels?
93.
Over 9,000.
Oh, fuck.
and 3?
We made it.
More questions.
Is there a YouTube link for this so I can retweet? Just kidding. I don't want my mom to
We
watch
we
this.
need more questions. We need more questions. I am willing to answer everybody's question.
Side check. I'll see her.
No, ew.
I'm sorry. What's that? What do you guys say?
Check the side chat. LCR put the link to the YouTube in there.
We're watching it.
Play ball. Kid.
Touch me, Sarge.
He does not love you.
Why not?
Sarge, would you have sex with stage
Oh,
fright?
I can read your jaw motions. That was terrifying.
Yes!
You guys didn't even hear that.
I saw his jaw
It
moving.
was right in my ear.
I saw his jaw moving.
Yes!
So enthusiastic.
Stage right. I want to bang the fuck out of you.
Fuck off.
Your ass is gonna be fucking raw after I'm done
Oh
fucking
my god.
my dick
Yeah,
up
tell
in
us
there.
more about your fantasy, Sarge. Let's get into the details.
Have you ever seen what happens when you take a very
I have to
hard
kill myself.
salami and put it through saran wrap over a fucking inner tube covered in fucking Vaseline?
Oh my god.
What are you? Stop talking right now.
Not yet, I haven't.
You do realize you're being recorded.
Yes.
I realize it's being recorded there.
I think we all realize that.
No, I'm speaking specifically
Hey,
to
stage
Sarge.
right, listen. Whenever you need a good butt fuck, JJ is available. Look at
He's gonna ride in with a strap on.
Did you guys?
he has a strap on that's the same shape as this smart water bottle. Trust me, I know.
If you guys
Sorry.
are, if you
Been
could kill
using
one
it on
person
me,
on this
man.
planet
Fucking-
with
oh my
absolutely
God.
no repercussions whatsoever, who would it be, and what weapon would you use?
But you're up. Go ahead, answer it.
Kill Grey Knight.
Grey Knight, who would you kill?
That's a good question.
Donald Trump?
That's why I was asked.
That's a pretty good answer, but I don't think that he's actually that dangerous.
Well, if he becomes our president, he might be
Yeah.
danger to the whole
If
country.
he became president, I guess he would be my answer. It might be either whoever the chief officer of ISIS is, or perhaps Vladimir Putin.
I don't think JJ consents.
Okay, so if a
And the weapon I would use would, of course, be JJ's dick.
Yes.
if a bear shits on a tree, does the cat still bite?
Yes.
Will Tofu still bite?
I don't know. What's Elsberg? Tofu, come here.
Tofu.
Tofu bites with a Z.
Here.
And
I
Rodline
think you should
has,
leave tofu out of this.
Rodline has some helpful advice. Just remember to ask for consent every few minutes.
That cat said, "Fuck this noise." All right. So, next question. Why does Three Potatoes have website as on the internet? Who does the fat hair smack?
My question
Sarge.
is, where's Gladius Osser? Because I like him, and he's not here. He usually makes fun of JJ, and I find his source of comedy hilarious. Somebody go tweet that motherfucker.
Good answer. Anyway.
Oh, I could go.
Get him! I want him in here.
The answer to your question is
42.
the
Nope, it's
notorious
not.
Max Sand.
Wait, what was the question?
Wrong.
You're an idiot.
Fucking
Why
God.
does Three Potatoes have website as on the internet? Who does the fat hair smack?
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Is
you're
he-
talking about.
Is the answer Kevin Logan?
The answer is Kevin
That's
Logan.
actually the answer.
Hey, Kevin Logan is a beautiful butterfly. You shut your fucking mouth.
No, he's a horrible spud.
I've seen him
Somebody's
talk to
triggered.
Star out of a cod, and Kevin Logan was like, have you ever seen what happens when fucking Sailor Moon transforms and defeats a villain? That was Kevin Logan,
Why
man.
did you put tofu in the toilet?
Because it was funny. And
After
Kevin
you
Logan,
shat at it?
Kevin Logan is what happens
Nick,
with
this is your cue.
transforms.
Wait, JJ,
Can we
Tofu
get
is a girl,
Flaco?
right? Yes, Tofu is a girl. I can confirm for JJ.
Can we get
Yes,
Flaco?
Tofu's a girl.
I want
Can you
Flaco.
let me talk for once, ever?
No, you're a woman. I want Flaco.
Oh,
I want Flaco.
woman's is bad.
Oh, you've been completely destroyed, JJ. He just.
And this is how they have sex. Hilarious. Wide-eyed and.
JJ has accepted my dominance.
All right, Sarge.
See what's her face right here.
I will kick your ass right now.
Sarge, questions from Rod. You were in the Army. Did you have to wear the digital ACU? Did you hate it? Hypothetically.
Did I have to wear the what? The digital ACU? I don't even know what that is. I wasn't in the Army. I don't know what the Army is. What is that? I don't know what any of this is.
Correct. You were in. Yeah, that's what I thought. You were in the Air Force.
Don't show them anything. In fact,
Yeah, there's only like 3 hours of her wearing that.
there. Nobody will know anything. Okay. Anyway,
It's a terrible angle.
it's a terrible sweatshirt. Why are you wearing it?
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Do you have any duct tape?
Yes.
Can I use?
I'm going to put it over your
There's
mouth.
about 3 hours of footage with that.
Just get some duct tape.
All right, I'm gonna.
Yes, keep your hand right there.
1 second.
Fucking God.
Hey, Axiom, how you doing?
It's not underground. It's ungrounded, by the way.
It's underground Axiom. I love you.
That's how grounded that Axiom is. He's actually coming up from the underground. He's an Axiom who's not just grounded. He has a basement and a foundation.
Wow. Sarge, run. She wants duct tape. Duct tape, quack. Bye, Sarge. Oh shit, I have a bed like that.
Evildoer says, I love how he is getting the Shives treatment.
Listen, Steve Shives is a faggot.
He has not had sex with JJ yet.
Not yet. I don't think she has yet, Rod.
I can say categorically, Sarge, that's a little bit beyond the pale. That is actually potentially offensive to all homosexuals everywhere. You just shived every homosexual in the world. Good
I'm
already mad at you.
Do you realize that every time I make fun of Steve Shives, JJ punches me like 5 times in the face, right?
Oh, that's why both your eyes are black?
I have
Yeah.
to.
It's not the eyeshadow you can
Now
put
she
on?
has to go home, even though she's drunk right now.
I'm not drunk. I haven't had anything to drink.
Yeah, she had all that on New Year's.
Sarge is no longer on the topic. We're moving on. Anyway,
Sarge, tell JJ that Steve Shive sucks.
Steve, shut the fuck up.
Sarge, which is better, Buffy or Angel?
Wait, no.
No,
Guys.
no. The only reason you're here is because you want to suck Sarge's dick. I mean, fucking go ahead by all means. But don't.
Steve Shives sucks his wife still though.
Sorry, I'm not approving of this.
Sage, I will let you suck my dick.
Okay.
Just for you.
Oh my god, I'm leaving.
Okay.
No, you're not. Massaging.
Sarge, answer me this honestly. Did you screw up your laptop again?
JJ.
Steve never sent that information.
That's low.
That's really nice.
Was it below the belt kind of low, or did she like poke you in the belly button?
JJ just whispered something that was very low.
What did she whisper?
I can't say it because it's very low.
No, you can definitely say it, buddy. It's okay. You're in good company
I
with
guess
us.
she's gonna pull off the
Nick,
if you
Nick,
love me
this
and
This is a
say
safe
shit.
space.
Hello?
Hey Nick,
Hi.
do you want your
Am I
date
being
right
received?
now?
Oh, are you gonna say it?
I'm not gonna say it, but you can say it.
What?
Will you let me say it?
You can say it.
Nick, JJ did the unthinkable. She has truly been corrupted to the upside. She said, I forgot which person it was, but she said to somebody, I think it was.
No, I said. Hold on.
No, you can repeat it. You gotta really try to get him to say it.
Please respond.
Hello? Am I
Hi.
being received?
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
All right,
I posted.
Nick, JJ has given me permission to say that she has been fully corrupted.
Fucking God, do you
He
have
used the
balls?
word faggotry to describe somebody earlier today because somebody was being a bit of a fucking faggot on the internet. And she was like, this faggotry is just like unbelievable. And don't you tell Nick that, because if he fucking knows that I said that, I will never forgive you. And I was like, oh my God, why is this not recorded?
Okay, ungrounded. You were trying to say something.
Thank you.
That's real specific, by the way.
So in the side chat and for the stream, the link to this archive is archive.is/9 capital K capital G lowercase y capital X. And this is an archive of the IRC chat between Randy Harper and this quote-unquote harassing developer, which shows that Randy Harper is definitely not in the right here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show this. Give me a second. Extend that over a bit. That's that. Okay, fantastic. And now to share this shit. There we are. Presenting. Oh, look, it's Randy. All right, so JJ, as you're the token male in that relationship, will you do Randy's voice?
I don't know what a Randy is.
All right, just do your best baritone.
No. Ask Topo to do it.
Can I do Randy's voice?
Yes, you're welcome.
You do it.
All right. So from who's going to be XMJ though?
I'll be XMJ.
Excellent. Kindly go fuck yourself. The Foundation would BSD scan talking about how they want to promote diversity in safe spaces, going on Twitter and talking about how safe spaces are bullshit, and coming after me is probably not a good look, especially as how you're representing FreeBSD in your bio. Step the fuck back.
Thank you, Rabaloja.
Randy, which part of what I said is wrong? Nothing.
XMJ, that safe spaces aren't needed.
You have followers who harass the other side.
And that I'm encouraging harassment. Who? And who is the other side? Jesus fuck. Are you a gamer-gator?
No. I have friends who are.
Okay. Tell me who.
They're probably on your ban list, you bitch.
You are going on Twitter and starting shit, and you just brought FreeBSD into it, especially in your comments about safe spaces.
That you've taken out of context.
Who? Tell me who. Tell me who is harassing people.
Randy, please cite where I said something against safe spaces. I can provide the context in which I wrote it.
Twitter, blah, blah, blah. A code of conduct is important, and now you're coming after me with bullshit on Twitter that you won't even back up.
All right, let's go ahead. Randy, have you ever walked around really, really dodgy parts of
Oh, you fucking piece of
Kiev,
shit.
Kiev, etc.?
Not you. Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, hold on.
Mr. President.
Did you do the Marseille, Kiev, etc.? All right. We're up to my bit?
Yes, right there.
Okay. Have you ever had someone show up outside your office stalking you? Have you ever been swatted? Would you like to be swatted?
Randy, I stood on Navy Square the day the revolution happened, when police beat the shit out of Protestants.
Have you ever stood up in front of a room of developers and broken into tears while you talked about the terrible shit that was happening? Because I have all of those things. Go fuck yourself.
On my own time. A code of conduct is nothing, really nothing, against the feeling of not trusting your physical integrity due to the police forces standing on a place, preparing to beat the living shit out of you.
Can I just interject something real quick?
Yes.
Why is it always the same people who say that, the cops are corrupt, they're just killing, people, minorities, etc., but the same people also say you can't have guns, you can't defend yourself because, we got the government.
Because they're fucking idiots.
It's like,
so,
you make up your mind. Either the police are awful or, you should have your own individual protection.
But Nick, see, if we all just kind of live together and, trade services for goods and other things, we could all be like copacetic and stuff.
Yeah, but
the argument is more often hold police more accountable because a lot of police are actually getting away with the murders that they do.
I would actually agree with that assessment by the large part, but that's the way I've seen it framed, where they're basically saying, fuck the police, dismantle the government. It's obvious.
Oh wait, are you talking about the what are they called?
All right, enough. Thank you.
There's like 300,000 of them.
So kindly view this as context provided, Randy.
I've had people try to get me killed IRL.
And do what you said.
So, yeah, I know some context.
Step the fuck back. Okay, thanks.
Now, which of my followers is harassing people, as you so kindly accused me of on Twitter?
Let me find them.
You're a fucking disservice to the project, and to open source in general.
See, this is the part where shut up and hack comes into play. I usually play that. And sometimes people bring out my less good parts.
Except you decided to get involved and talk shit to me and talk shit about code of conduct.
I don't have to agree with everything.
I wouldn't have even known who you were had you not decided to be a dumb shit.
I very much agree with no code of conduct.
You're giving the project a bad name, and you should take it out of your bio on Twitter.
You and I have different opinions on that. Grow up.
You grow up, you piece of shit.
You're calling me names.
I've been swatted. Have you? I've had police come into my apartment because someone tried to get me killed.
Good. Then the police were there to protect you.
Do you know anything about what online harassment turns into at all? You don't seem to know what swatting means.
Remember, the police in most countries is your friend. Oh, I do. I very much do.
Apparently not. Jesus. Another privileged dumbass.
I was in the armed forces, and some of my sergeants did interesting things.
Whatever, dude. I'm emailing the Foundation about you. They have a big push right now to try and get more women into the project, and your kind of public bullshit is the perfect example of why there isn't.
Randy, as this conversation happens between you and me, this place will not need to be mentioned. I'm sure you agree to make this log public. Because, hey, you have nothing to hide. And I'm a privileged dumbass and other names.
Okay, sorry. I don't have anything to hide.
Now, I'm stepping out because my blood pressure is raising to the roof.
But I have no interest in opening up disputes within the project to public scrutiny.
Good night.
Good. Go fuck yourself.
I shall. You might want to do the same.
Whee! Look away for a bit and suddenly anti-cockderp. Jesus fuck. You even retweeted Nero. One of the guys that has been going after me for months.
Randy, judging by the conversation we have just had, how does this surprise you? You've done everything you claim the other side does, including calling me names, make me look bad in public, try to have me change my behavior according to what you expect me to do. Randy, shut up and hack is free-fall message of the day for a reason. Respect it, and I shall too. Blown the fuck out.
So somebody want to give us some context for that? So yeah, what did we just read from?
This was Randy getting harassed on IRC.
So this happened. This happened several months ago, though.
Yeah. Well, the whole post that we read earlier happened several months ago. She apparently was sitting on her fat ass with it twiddling between her fingers for a few months.
Yeah, the point in her blog post about the toxic community, the developer that was giving her problems on the FreeBSD and airing their public laundry, this is in reference to that.
Gender equality!
I love you, Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
That's you're my best friend, That's.
Yeah. So this was if we'll
Oh wait.
over here to this shit. All 9 years of crap we read there. So the preamble wasn't changed a whole lot. She said, I've been trying to publish this post for 5 months, meaning she probably actually wrote it the day before, but got butthurt 5 months ago, which coincides nicely with June 22nd. That's about half a year ago. So, yeah, that's this is just a mod stomping down on a fuckwit, is what it is.
Fuck you, Batman.
Love you, Batman.
Love you, long time, Batman.
Sure, God.
But yeah, that's the context. This is just a mod having to deal with a fucking idiot. Unfortunately, they still exist in large open source projects. Who would know? And I love it because she's going code of conduct, and she just needs to shut the fuck up. Like it's not about the project isn't about her fifis. It's about the project.
I wanted Nick earlier what we were talking about. I think they're called sovereign citizens. There's about 300 something thousand of them.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a really stupid movement.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like crazy Montanans. All right, they're faggots. So is like Black Lives Matter. So is basically anyone who says, government is for faggots.
Yeah, they say that the government shouldn't exist and that they can do whatever they want.
We can disagree on the degree of government necessary, but we have to agree on the fact that it is necessary.
I went ahead and put the link into the chat so you guys can go observe the archive for yourself.
Gender equality.
Gender
Thanks,
equality.
Love you, Bats. Bats, you.
What does that mean, JJ? Is Sarge going down on you?
No. I'm sitting here. Hold on. Sarge's playing with tofu.
Bats, you're my bro. You know that, right? You're my bro.
Aww.
Look at me and tofu. Look at me and tofu.
Tofu, do you want to play?
Batman, you got a new one.
Yeah.
Batman.
Oh, fuck. What have I done?
Hit you, Batman.
I love you, Batsy. Don't ever
Help
stop.
me.
Batsy, don't ever stop. Just keep fighting, Bats. Never stop.
This right here.
It's because I'm a woman.
Advertisement.
I'd like to see the life drain from their bodies.
Oh man.
I like to
So,
feel.
we're gonna talk more about Randy Harper.
We can talk more about Randy,
Yeah.
Randy Harper, or whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Randy Harpy?
No,
Randy Herpes.
We don't want to talk about random herpes. We're happy.
Why
they're
don't I
outside
get to
of
make
the
any of the
stream.
decisions around here?
Because
you're out of the kitchen.
I'm destroying the patriarchy!
we like patriarchy, though.
I'm out of ammo!
What you call patriarchy is like, basically like I don't know. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto right now. My brain's on autopilot.
Let's see, we're at an hour and a half. So yeah, we'll wrap this one up in like the next 10 minutes or so, unless we have something better. Oh, it looks like we do actually.
No.
Hold on, this is good.
Nah, dude, let's talk about me playing Grand Theft Auto. That's always a good topic.
No, this is the FreeBSD code of conduct.
No, like Grand Theft Auto though, it's a solid topic.
JJ, do you need more ammo?
Dude, I'm like on this solid win
Yeah.
streak.
Alright, folks. We have the FreeBSD code of conduct.
There's an introduction? Well, shit.
Oh, it's fucking
Fascinating.
doing so well.
What will not be tolerated? The following will not be tolerated. And
Casual.
can result in expulsion from the community.
Guacamole.
Discrimination based on gender, race, nationality, sexuality, religion, age, or physical ability, including transmission. Okay. Bullying or systematic harassment, incitement to or condoning of any of these.
That sounds fucking retarded.
Oh, guys, they
Yes.
forgot to put in species on discrimination. They're discriminating against otherkin.
Well,
These fucking casuals, man.
there can be no place in the FreeBSD community for discriminatory speech or action. Well, except when it comes to things like whether or not your code is any fucking good. How about that? We do not believe anyone should be treated any differently based on who they are, where they are from, where their ancestors are from, what they look like. Blah, fucking blah, fucking blah. How does anyone know any of this shit unless you send them the information? Seriously, name yourself number 7 or something. And if someone says, gee, so what do you like to do on the weekends? You say, code. What matters is the contribution they're able to make to the project. And only that. Well, yeah, duh. And if you're bitching about someone else, you're clearly not writing your own code, are you? Amateurs. In case of conflict, take it outside. So, Axiom, did you have was this just for context, or did you want to have a point on this? Oh, he's smoking. Okay.
I like this guy, though. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. This guy right here, though. I'm inviting him to my crew.
Broadline, none of this applies to hetero-able pale males.
This guy can fight. Holy shit. He's taking out basically the entire... Yeah, he's basically taking out entire Wave 7 by himself. And that's a man.
Blah, 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 blah. Well, we'll wait till Axiom gets back from his smoke, and if there's some more stuff to talk about with this code of conduct, we'll go from there.
Sure, God.
Yuff.
No, like...
Max, you've been silent. Where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
He's off doing Joker things.
Okay.
Ow!
Suppose he's playing a game or something. You know, something productive. $200 to anyone who can turn Marina shut up evil. I'll take that bet. Now, her boyfriend, that's going to be a different story. I'm sure he'd love to have his balls back, but he might leave. Oh, yeah, okay. So Axiom's just saying that she violates her own code of conduct. This would be the one she pushed for. Yeah. Clearly violates it. Bullying or systematic harassment. Very clear.
Holy shit. This guy can fight.
My god. Yeah, so actually that would be fun. Maybe we can start off drawing penises on her face or something. That seems to be...
I want to feel the life drain out of their bodies.
Oh my fucking god!
Thank you for playing that. Sarge was just like waiting for you to play that one.
So, JJ, what do you think? Should we draw penises on Marina Shut Up and see if we can get her in?
That's probably not going to work.
That's upsetting. That's been a good tactic so far.
I told you I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
As far as tactics go.
Wait, has it worked just once? Was it just once? It's worked?
It worked with me and Jimmy, I guess.
Yeah. See?
Well, anything works with Jenny, so.
Ask current J.
Blame the patriarchy. Gender equality.
Fuck you.
Ask JJ the questions, Craig, because current JJ or proper JJ won't respond accordingly.
Accordingly to what?
According to the plan.
A lady. No, mister, I didn't consent to you touching me.
Oh, damn.
evil, JJ.
Help me.
Oh my god.
That was good timing.
Oh man.
What's happening?
I don't know. What's happening?
What just happened?
I don't know.
This is
Wait, hold on a
ridiculous.
second. Beach. Why is Willie Bumblebee pissed off?
Who gives a fuck, man? Somebody is always pissed off.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious. I'm just curious. I'd love to know why.
From what I've seen of Willie Bumblebee, it seems like she goes hard at even the people who's on her side when they're agreeing with her.
That doesn't sound like a good day.
Because they didn't fight the way she wanted. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, what kind of marionette stick would she like shoved up her asses next time? You know, does it have to be like birch or pine or a little bit of mahogany in there? What the fuck do we need to do?
No, cedar is a nice wood. Cedar is the nicest wood.
Cedar is nice. I like the smell, yeah.
I like the look, man. It's like sort of orangish red. That's the color I used to stain decks with. I used to always go for the cedar.
No, Demented, this is not about that kind of faggotry. This was about Randy Harper and her extraordinarily large ass.
Oh shit, the horse fucker is here.
Yeah, the horse fucker is here.
Oh, man.
Help me. Holy fuck. Titties, help me.
Have an opening.
No, will not.
But we are actually going to close out soon.
Holy shit, what is this?
So, Ungrounded, have you had anything else you wanted to talk about it besides the fact that she flagrantly fucking violates her own code of conduct?
Well, in addition to violating her own code of conduct, you won't find her, air quotes, anti-harassment organization listed as any kind of a registered charity in any kind of a state registry for such entities.
Whoa, wait, Axiom.
Yeah.
Have you ever been
right.
swatted?
Well, only in bed.
Do you even know what that's like? Do you know what it's like to have people trying to kill you IRL?
Yeah.
I welcome it.
I'm running from the Illuminati. It's a
Have you
living.
ever had the cops turn up to your
It's
building
because
and
I'm a
have to use the
woman.
buzzer to get inside? Because that's what happened to her. They had to use the buzzer. Ask if they could come upstairs.
You ever had the cops show up and in the process of investigating your premises have to knock down a wall to remove you? Oh, man.
JJ.
No, I just threw a grenade at my friend. Help me.
Randy's about the only person who could be swatted by the fire department.
Fucking hell. Let's
Yeah.
see.
So, Randy Harper, if you're ever listening to this, I issue you an open challenge to produce documentation that your OAPI, Online Abuse Prevention Initiative,
Yeah.
is anything other than a web page online.
You know, it seems like people like Randy Harper don't seem to be in a position to be running charities, so it's suspect. I mean,
Well,
they are begging
she's
for a living on fucking Patreon, so I feel like they shouldn't be running non-profits. I feel like they should have a real job.
Randy Harper's like the Sally Struthers of harassment. She's
I
gonna
know.
chew her way through all of the resources and beg for more.
Gender equality.
No, I don't think she has one.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, it just got lost in all that fat. It's literally lost.
Oh, man.
Stop doing that. We could just talk this out and have a nice conversation. But no, you gotta try to fucking kill me.
And that sounds like my modus operandi on Grand Theft
They
Auto.
just gonna put lipstick on me.
You're,
No, mister, I didn't consent to you touching me.
Why are you,
Okay.
Sarge? I hope you know this is recorded.
Yeah. Still looks like a pig.
Sarge, I hope you understand. I am disappointed.
Oh no! This is not disappointing. This is fuck that. We've gone to a whole new level.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
fuck. What have I
professional.
done?
Sarge, you're
This
beautiful.
This right here is fucking Pantera, a whole new level.
What just happened?
Lipstick on a pig. That's what happened.
Okay, this is getting way too silly.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, I know.
in closing, I would like to say that Randy Lee Harper, aka Free BSD Girl, aka Secti,
Yes.
Cybers for +O. Good night.
Secti's a bitch.
Gender equality.
All right. Good night, Axiom. And with that, if you guys have any closing
Fuck
statements.
you, Randy Harper!
Except for you, Sarge. You don't get to have a closing statement.
Can this mouse be a closing statement?
Yes.
Yeah, Craig.
Sarge, if you ask me a question, I'm gonna harm you.
Sarge, you are a beautiful lady.
Randy Harper's
I'm a woman.
Mute squad.
Thank you. All right. Gray, anything?
Craig's in love with Gray.
I think you're all beautiful people, and you should go fuck yourselves.
All right, I like it. That's a solid
All right.
message.
Us, anything?
I am a beautiful person, and I'm gonna go fuck myself.
Okay, Nick?
Oh my god, I'm not a beautiful person, but I will fuck myself.
You are beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Shut up, Sarge. You're
Okay, that was your final word. Max?
Yep, in fact, mute
Max is
squad
gone.
again.
Okay. My final word is, what the fuck did we just do? Kill these faggots. And with that, Batman?